This isn't working, people. Wash hair day. This is the result. Kind of a fluffy bush, and it doesn't look the best, and neither does this face without any makeup on. I shove up just the top third of my hair to allow me to do the underneath, which I had kind of started before I switched the camera on. Good old GHDs is the size of the plug. Hashtag expat problems. I'm just getting ready. I've been working from home since 7:15 this morning, and I've battered through a whole load of stuff, mainly emails, and I've got a committee meeting tomorrow. That is as beige as it sounds. I'm only kidding. I love committees. They're my favourite thing to do in the whole world. I've read through all the papers, wrote up some notes. Bruno has been so bloody cute this morning. It's very hard to concentrate. I must remain focused because there's so much to do at work. I think I might put on some music. My Spotify Discover Weekly, which they nail it. Seriously, they always nail it. How about that? So yeah, this afternoon I have been invited to go to the Adelaide Convention Centre to attend a Women in Leadership lunch. I was very surprised and honoured to get the invite. It was really nice of my colleagues, you know. Wangled my way in, no bad. Having lunch, I don't really know what's happening. I think there's a keynote from an inspiring woman. I haven't done my homework on this, clearly. And then after that, a couple of things going on. I'm going to get my eyelashes done tonight. You can see they're still going strong, but there are some gaps. So I'm going to go and see Courtney, who's going to fill them in. On Point Beauty, shout out! I love it when I get the wee love heart emoji eyes from my boyfriend. Even though it wasn't a picture of me, he sent it to a picture of Bruno. Johnny's going out for wings. The Australian dream. Then tomorrow's a full-on day of meetings, full on. So there's no real method to this hair straightening madness. As you can see, I am the sort of person that gets a bit bored with repetition, so I tend to like not do it in sections. I just kind of flip around as I like. But you can see the difference these bloody GHDs make. I kind of want them to break, and then I could claim on the home insurance so I can get Australian ones. It's a funny song. Rock version. Such a hairy beast. Between me and the cat. I can't believe I just washed my hair and I need to put dry shampoo in it. Bloody hair, my chair. Keep it in a light, arrow, got your name on it. Oh yeah. I think I need a necklace.
The attitudes that we're talking about, and also the structural barriers, including the gender segregated workforce, so it's not just male dominated, it's female dominated as well.
We've just come out of the lunch, Women in Leadership lunchtime series, where there was a guest speaker called Kate Jenkins, who is the Sex Discrimination Commissioner in Australia. She was talking about the work that she was doing, particularly in relation to sexism against women and against men. Holy hell. I mean, she was trying to pay homage to the unspoken sexism that goes on in the workplace, but she did pull out a few big bangers. Whether you're female, you're perceived as female, you're living as a female, It's bloody hard work. One woman that she interviewed in the police had been told that during the recruitment process that she could get the job if she had her tubes tied. Then another woman working as a medic had been told that she could attend surgery, but only to look pretty. Ugh, yuck. Loads of stories about women being asked about their intentions to have kids. Somebody who is at childbearing age, I find that bloody terrifying. I've actually had this little niggle in my head about getting this new job in Australia and the investment that they've made in bringing me over. Taking a pun on someone who may or may not be thinking about having a family, and I feel guilty at any thoughts that I have about having a family, and I'm almost like factoring in periods of time before I would even contemplate that. I mean, it's ridiculous. Hello? I'm gonna move because it's a bit weird. Now I've got this new fancy machine that holds my camera. That means I can drive and vlog. Coming on the journey. So I keep saying so. It's such a bad habit. I'm over it. And then we started talking about it at the dinner table. People had all sorts of stories about being like overtly groped at parties and asked about how they would juggle work-life balance in interviews and not in a positive way, like i.e. how are you going to make sure that it doesn't interfere with your work when you need to pick up your sick child from nursery, that kind of shit. Oh, it made me so mad. I got a little bit upset with bloody anxiety. It was really nice to be invited today with my new peers. Very lucky to work with such nice people. Anyway, good lunch. I had chicken for lunch. Chicken and mash. Bloody, I've got an allergy that no one believes that I actually have. You know who you are, you doubters. Couldn't have the pudding, could I? Which was a Haig's chocolate pudding. So I freaking got a fruit plate. I just had a funny voice note from Johnny that I need to play because it's hilarious. This pretty much sums up the daily occurrence that we face as Scottish people living at the other side of the world.
Ah, that sounds like a nice thick Australian accent. What part of Ireland you from? Glasgow.
Honestly, to be fair, my boyfriend, I actually thought that he was Irish when I first heard his voice on the phone. I was like, are you Irish? Clearly we met online. Vlogging! This is Courtney. How are you?
Oh, hey!
So Courtney, how do you feel that went? How was it for you?
One of the most typical clients.
But do you love me?
Beautiful.
Do you love me?
Love you.
Yeah, you do. So this is the finished product thanks to the wondrous Courtney. I've got rapid eye movement, so I'm a pure nightmare customer for her. Sorry, Courtney. You know I love you. But we have the bands. Love them so much. Ooh, just makes me want to do this all the time. I didn't vlog yesterday because it was full on. It was full on meetings. A good day nonetheless. Got some good feedback from my boss, which made me do a little dance in my pants. Today, I am going, if I can actually look half presentable, this is my outfit today. I don't know if you can see it. This is my outfit today. The reason that I'm going a little bit more va-va-voom is because today I'm going on a women's leadership course. Creating your influential voice. I really struggle with this because I, believe it or not, I'm like, why would anyone listen to me? I better not speak in case I fuck it up. And then 9 times out of 10, I'm sat there wanting to make a contribution, and then someone else makes the point that I'm about to make. And everyone just thinks that I'm like a inept mute. So it doesn't really work in my favour. From a career development perspective, this is my attempt to get a little bit better at speaking up and speaking out and putting forward my views, which are sometimes maybe relevant. Now I'm going to go and get a coffee, and then it's a full day.
It's like when your grand records and it's like, are we ready? As you're in focus, new hen, you're in the Skype. You know, saying anything now. So what made you go with the red hair? What inspired you? Traffic lights?
Not PhD model, getting interviewed.